It's Andrew Romine with your Detroit Tigers here in Orlando. It's spring training. There's something magical about it, and everybody's up, and then everybody's here, and then the players go up. But do you recall your first spring training?
I do. My first spring training was in Arizona, so it was
Cactus.
infinitely different than here. But I remember, first of all, being super excited to get back to baseball, but again, because the off season, you get antsy after about a couple of weeks. You want to go back out there on the field. So for me, getting back out, getting onto the field, being around all the big league guys, my first invite out there, and just kind of taking it all in. It was a different atmosphere, and it was something that I will never forget.
Was there a veteran player that you recall that you looked up to or helped you out? It was encouraging?
That's easy. Torrey was there. We got lucky. When I was first called up, I had Torrey to show the ropes. Everything that he did, you could just follow along. He took the reins, and he kind of steered the team in the right direction.
You're a baseball family, though. Your dad with the Boston Red Sox, and your younger brother here's in the Yankee organization?
That's right. Yeah, baseball it's been in our life forever, as long as I can remember. If we had any free time, it was baseball time. So whether we were playing on the field or in the garage or in the house with rolled up socks as a baseball and some kind of pillow as a bat, but it was always baseball, and we loved it.
My younger son is playing in a little kid league and just started. It's his first year. What do you remember from besides the rolled up socks, which is not going to be a help to him, I think. What's the tip for kids just starting out?
Fun. It's fun. Don't forget that it's fun. People, obviously at this level, it's a job, and there's a lot of things that come into play other than fun. But if you can have that as the base, if you can remember that we're playing a game, we're out here to have fun, entertain, and win baseball games. So if you can't have fun doing it, then you probably shouldn't be out here doing it to begin with. But to really instill in kids that have fun first, and then everything else will come second, and it will come easier.
There's certain positions, though, and you've played it. You played every position in baseball, but pitching in particular. It's supposed to be fun, and yet, the pressure of that position, and you've pitched. Usually it's a blowout situation, and we'll get Andrew out there to clean up, and you've done well, you get knocked around because that's not really your position, but yet what's the pressure of that like?
I can remember my first time throwing. I threw a couple of pitches up there that I was like, that's a decent pitch. I'm not throwing it right down the middle. So
everybody see that? That was a decent
That wasn't
pitch.
bad.
Yeah. And they're crushing it. So that alone got me to understand how good hitters really are. You can't just throw pitches up there and expect people to swing through them. Guys are the best in the world at what they do at this level. So getting up there on the mound, I had a rush of adrenaline. Obviously, the last time I pitched was high school, which was 10 years ago. So for me, it was trying to calm myself down to not, number one, hurt myself or somebody else, and then number two, hopefully we can get out of this inning so they don't have to bring another position player in.
Right, yeah.
I love that you're a baseball family. That's so great, but what are the holidays like if everybody's on a different team?
Growing up, we were obviously fans of the Red Sox because my dad played for the Red Sox, but we went to Angel games, we went to Dodger games. We were a fan of baseball. It wasn't necessarily just one team and that's all we're rooting for.
So it's not like everybody else's house where you can't talk politics?
No,
you can talk baseball at your house?
We do, and we try and limit it because once we get started, it will continue for a while. But no, it was just the enjoyment of baseball. Our parents really instilled love the game and respect the game. Obviously the team you're playing for is your team, but it's baseball in general. As long as the fans don't have to be fans of me or my team, they can be fans of baseball in general, right. And that helps the game. That brings people in, and it boosts the game a little bit more than it normally would.
That's a great attitude.
There's kids out there in the field here in batting practice, way out, hoping for a ball. Did you ever do that?
Sit out there and wait for a ball? Yeah. I used to. When my dad would take me to games, we would get some Cracker Jack tickets and sit way out there with gloves, and my dad's like, you're not going to get a ball way out here. We didn't care though. We were there and we were ready, and we brought our glove. We wanted to be out there. We would come early, watch BP, and he would tell us, watch him, watch how he does what he does, learn from that. So it was a little bit different than a normal kid who was just out there to have fun, but at the same time we had fun doing everything that he was telling us to watch and everything that we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Red Sox are the home opener.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
That's right. It's like I said, being a baseball fan of all the teams, we play one team, it's like playing any other team, but you do hear people talk about playing the Red Sox, playing the Yankees. You get those teams that come in with a lot of media and a lot of coverage, so it boosts it a little bit. Not to mention it's opening day at our place, so it's already going to be adrenaline through the roof.
Now, what position do you think you're going to wind up playing? You going to be in center field, or what? Do we know?
You tell me. You guys seem to know more than I do, but I got center today. Really, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm ready for anything, because that's usually what happens. Anything that can happen will happen during the season, so I'm trying to make sure that I'll be ready for any of those when it happens.
You're like the understudy who has to learn everybody's part, and then when somebody gets sick, you come in and save the show.
Oh, you have no idea how intricate each one is to itself.
Yeah.
Because every position is a little bit different. I mean, third and short are similar, or left and center, and you think that they're just, you can play one, you can play them all, but there was a lot of conversations and a lot of extra work that went into trying to figure out how to play all these different positions.
I bet, that's a skill into itself, being able to go from one in one game to one in another. Not everybody can do that.
No, and it's a different story when you're trying to win baseball games during the regular season. Now, spring training, it's a little bit more lenient, and you can try things with different guys. But once the season starts, and each little play can change the dynamic of a season. I mean, we missed the playoffs by one game. That could be the difference between somebody that wasn't ready to go in or hadn't done enough work there versus someone who did.
Well, your value, I think, has really been proven over the years. I'm very grateful that we can plug you into some different situations, barring, with injuries or whatever. And so it's you're a great ball player to have, and it's a great luxury that not all clubs have.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I work my butt off so that the manager can be comfortable putting me in there, and that my team will feel comfortable with me behind them. So,
all right, we're going to wrap it up with we've got Tigers tickets to give away, and we have tickets to Disney. Okay. So it's Tigers and Tigger.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you five characters. Mm-hmm. They're either an English royalty or a Disney character. For example, Queen Elizabeth is English royalty.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse, Disney character.
Got it.
All right, so it's English royalty or Disney character. 5 questions.
25 seconds.
I feel like I'm going to look pretty dumb on this.
No.
You're setting me up.
No, this is you're a utility player.
All right.
You're ready to go at the drop of a hat with a quiz.
I got it.
Andrew Romine, 5 questions, 25 seconds. English royalty or Disney character?
Go.
Queen Victoria.
Ooh, royalty.
Yes.
Yes.
William the Conqueror.
Royalty?
Yes. Princess Aurora.
That's Disney.
King Louis.
That's Disney.
Yes.
Very good.
That's Disney. Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. I want to be like you, Andrew.
Yeah, I won't sing, but yeah.
Okay. Prince Eric.
Disney?
Yes, 5 out of 5.
Well done.
Andrew Romine.
All right.
We got tickets for the next Tigers game.
I have nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cheating, but
You've seen them.
Oh, I've seen all of them and more times than I wanted to. So
Thanks for spending time with us, and go Tigers.
Go Tigers.